Jacksonville Jaguars are one of those teams that, over the last couple of years, people take the fact that they have had the first overall pick in the draft these last couple of years, and they think, oh, they're not a very good team. I think the exact opposite is true. Now, I get it. I get why it's so easy to take a look at a team and think that there's no excitement, there's no really anything to build on there. But I think the Jaguars might be one of the fastest recovering teams in the NFL. Like they might. I think they could rebuild really quickly. In other words, so I think another bigger part of that is I really do think the Jacksonville Jaguars could shock the NFL. When we talk about what do you need in today's NFL, you need a quarterback, you need a good head coach, and a defense that just doesn't suck. Like that's literally what you need in the NFL these days. You need the most important position in football, and then you need a good leader to lead your football team. And sometimes that's kind of both. And I think you kind of got that with Trevor Lawrence. But the Jacksonville Jaguars over the last couple of years, I think they've assembled respectful drafts. I think they've been able to get the right people in the building that I think will make a difference. And specifically, even just looking at their first team here, in terms of their offensive depth chart. Now, some of this is up to change. Yes, I know training camp, all that different stuff. Yeah, I totally get it. But there's a lot of different things that you really need to take into consideration here. Now, I feel like you could probably take out Zay Jones and put in Laviska Shenault Jr. at wide receiver here, which I think, this is kind of a caveat, a little bit of a beginner here, though. But I think that Laviska Shenault deserves more of a shot than Zay Jones at this point. I think there's a lot to work with a guy like Laviska Shenault. So, but back to the subject at hand here. You got Trevor Lawrence coming back in year 2, and all intents and purposes, according to everyone at training camp, has been coming along nicely. You've got Travis Etienne, who, and I know James Robinson is still coming back from that IR injury. I did forget to put that, but still from that Achilles, excuse me. But you got Travis Etienne. I never knew the correct way to say it, so I apologize for that. But Travis E. This guy is coming out. He is speedy. He is taking care of business in the backfield for the Jaguars right now, while James Robinson does come back from injury. But also you got Raquel Armstead as well as Snoop Conner there in the backfield as well. So you've got running backs, which are also important, obviously, but also Christian Kirk. I think Christian Kirk. I know that there was a lot of fuss about his contract and the fact that he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but I don't care. I mean, for all we know, Christian Kirk could really find himself with the Jaguars and become that number 1 wide receiver. Marvin Jones Jr., he's still got a little something left in the tank. Then again, that third wide receiver spot I think is really up for grabs when you talk about, you've got 3 quality wide receivers in Zay Jones, Laviska Shenault Jr., and then also Laquan Treadwell, the former Viking, that are all, honestly, I think that they're all vying for that spot, and I think it could be very interesting. And then you got Evan Ingram in there at tight end as well. Which has been, I think, honestly, for all the talent he has, if he can cut out the drops, I think he could be a steal with that 1-year deal for the Jaguars. And then, honestly, the offensive line, I'm so excited about it because, and I'll come back here for just a second, because when you're in training camp, there's so much excitement. There's so many different things going on you really want to keep an eye on. The offensive line is one of those things for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm so excited about this offensive line because everyone's been saying that the first couple of days, you had Cam Robinson at left tackle, Ben Barch at guard, and, Luke Fortner, everybody kind of just, going around and everything. But they are really starting to put guys in different positions, specifically guys like Ben Barch. I believe Luke Fortner has been getting some different snaps in different positions, as well as Tyler Shatley. So there's a lot of different moving pieces to this offensive line. But at the end of the day, as long as you get the best offensive line in front of Trevor Lawrence, I don't care. Whoever starts, I don't care if Jawan Taylor goes in and plays guard. I don't care. Get the best 5 on the field, and I'm excited about it. So I think that's exactly what the Jaguars are doing too. So I think at the end of the day, obviously the name of the game is get your best players out there, and I think that's what they're looking to do. Then on the defensive side of the football, 3-4. This is honestly one of the defenses that I'm most excited for this year. Dwayne Smoot at a D end wherever he wants to play. I think he should be that number 1 guy. I know that you got a guy like Fuller Unso Fatukasi, excuse me. I need to say that one really slow. I know you brought in him in free agency, but you also got Dwayne Smoot, who I'm really excited about. He continues to impress for me. Devon Hamilton is another guy. Jay Tufele, coming out of USC last year? I loved him coming out of the draft. And then Robertson-Harris was always a problem for the Vikings when he was playing for the Bears. So, then obviously your outside linebackers, Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker, that has the potential to be a very devastating edge rushing duo. And then you got on the inside there, Devin Lloyd. Just put Chad Muma in already, please. I mean, I know Foyesade Olokun is in there, but right now, just put Chad Muma in there and let these two people just hunt. Let Lloyd and Muma just hunt people down. I'm excited for this as well. And then you go to the corners, Tyson Campbell, I'm putting it down. I'm putting him over Darius Williams right now. I don't care. He's showed a lot in training camp so far. I think he's really going to take a big step in year 2. Then you got Rayshon Jenkins there at safety, as well as Andrew Wingard and then Shaquille Griffin on that other side playing corner as well. So this defense is, I think, I understand that there's some things that you take a look at, you want to kind of peel it back in terms of your excitement, but I do not think that should be the case with the Jacksonville Jaguars here. I think they could shock. Now, what do I mean when I say shock the NFL? Playoffs. I don't know if it's a possibility. I'm going to be real here. I don't know if it's a possibility, but it wouldn't shock me, because this team, when you have this much excitement, when you have the quarterback, when you have the head coach, and you have this atmosphere of young players that are all up and coming, if they put that all together quickly, I think this team could go far very quickly. Like, honestly, I don't put the playoffs out of the realm of possibility. I did have them going 7-10, but that's way better than they were last year. I do expect this team to continue to get better. And at the worst case, if things continue to go like they do, they keep developing players, Trevor Lawrence keeps taking a step forward, I think the Jaguars could be in the playoffs as soon as 2023. I absolutely think that that's in my mind the absolute worst case scenario, because again, I do think they could definitely do some things moving forward this year and next year and really the future. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys punched my water there. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the Jacksonville Jaguars that could shock the NFL.